Rise from your grave.
Get hammered.
I'm standing here. You make a move. It's your move.
Go down the rabbit hole of combat.
You know how this is gonna turn out, don't you? I think you do.
For a hard-hitting experience.
So bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Straight to your dome.
The red god takes what is his, and only death may pay for life.
This is the Hammerfisting Podcast, exclusively on Gas Digital Network.
Double time!
Is that it? Are we going?
Yeah, we're going, baby.
All right. Okay, cool.
That's the remix.
Awesome.
That sounds like something that the Prodigy made. Hammerfisting kicking it off on a Wednesday at Gas Digital HQ. And I think you owe me some scratch, Mr. Jesterskulls.
I do. Yeah. I fucked up. I did. I went back in there and I put a little half of Finsky on. No, Finsky, right? Finsky's a 5.
I've never heard of the word Finsky, but I'll
Finsky?
take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Double fins at 10. What would we do? The 2 to 1
Yeah.
on 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
You owe him $40.
Yep.
It hurts. It really hurts to pay Ricky Bones.
You know what?
It would hurt a lot
You
more.
make a deal with the devil. You dance in the pale moonlight.
It would hurt a lot more if I didn't win money on my other picks. But I'll tell you right now, I fucked myself a little bit. I'll take half the responsibility. I wasn't paying attention. There's your
Oh, thank you. You're a man of your word.
there's your scratch.
I appreciate it.
Count it. Make sure it's there.
Oh, it's there.
Get it for the camera.
It's
Two crisp 20 twins.
I gave you the least crisp dollars that I could find in my wallet. Does anyone else organize their money in order of crispness?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. I'm not the only fucking crazy autistic
I
one here.
had a buddy who was a total fucking cretin who used to just literally take dollar bills and like scrunched up and just shove them in his wallet. Used to
I had a
drive
friend like
me
that too.
insane, dude.
Yeah, what is it with those people?
It's like, get a purse, you
fucking-
pussy.
If you were like, hey Dan, can I borrow $1 to buy some like chips or something? He'd go in his pocket and he'd pull out like it looked like crumpled up like empty Kiss wrappers or something.
Yeah, it's just
Terrible.
total degradation and disarray.
But yeah, the
Chaos.
betting, I got fucked again, man. Michael Chiesa fucked me big time.
I don't know why you didn't take the
I
money and
should've.
put it on Pettis.
I wasn't paying attention to the weigh-ins.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Pettis saying something too about missing weight, and I was like, oh, he must be talking about another time. I didn't know that he missed weight. Because usually if a guy misses weight, I'll bet against him just because he may have been injured or something during camp.
You'd
What's
be
up?
like 1 in 15 this year if that was the case, Matty. Like Michael
Oh, really?
Chiesa's, like, yeah, there's been a big thing about how everybody who's missed weight won except for like Chiesa and like one other guy now.
Mm-hmm.
That explains why I've been losing all my bets.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
explains a lot.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah.
Dude, I was fucked out of $500 because of that cocksucker. I did a $20 parlay. And fucking you would have paid out $500. Michael Chiesa fucked me.
What's up, Tinkle? I'm sorry I didn't answer you before. I could hear you, but our mics were off, so that's why I wasn't ignoring you.
Oh, I know what was going on.
I
It
was
was very,
ignoring
very
you.
strange.
Just for the record.
No, it was very sad. And then Maddie looked like a special needs kid with the fucking headphones on top of his head. I have a photo. It looks really great.
Oh yeah. Well, is there a reason that
He's like staring into the abyss, wondering where it all went wrong.
Is there a reason we
got a
have
pretty
the
good idea.
Inception view on the screen here? I mean, as long as it doesn't come out in the.
Yeah, is that going out or is that just us?
No, it's just us.
Honestly,
right.
it looks kind of cool.
It does look kind of
we do
cool.
it like that.
Looks like some sort of 80s new wave video. So what'd you think of the fights this weekend, Tinkle?
Man, I was recording my album, so I was
That's how you
so
know we're terrible friends.
I
well,
do.
so
I
they
wish him
ordered
good
it-
luck.
Yeah. Actually, Michael did. Yeah. Well, first he wanted to like brag about how fucking steep he lost, but no, it was fun, man. I was so they ordered the fights and then we watched them, and of course, right when we're getting ready to go up, that was when the main event started. Literally, they're like, "Let's go," and then they're like, "Are you ready for your headliner?" I'm like, "Fuck." but luckily, all the guys on the show that I was with knew that I was a nerd, so they were nice enough to like videotape it for my laptop, and they brought it to me. And then so afterwards, so they're all, dude, he got knocked the fuck out. I didn't know who, and I was like, what? And they showed it to me, and I was like throwing a fit in the hallway. It was great.
It's crazy.
I'm still shocked, dude. I'm still shocked.
It's something, man. He might be the greatest fighter to ever live.
Who, DC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this-
man.
And that was a very short, like a Bruce Lee 8-inch punch type shit, dude.
Emilio Negro
was
strikes
crazy.
again.
Oh Jesus.
Whoa.
It kind of gives you a it gives you a sense that he may have been he might be cutting way too much. What?
Oh no, I'm just fucking with Harrington.
Amelia Negro?
You've never heard him called that before?
Never once.
That's
Yeah,
his
I don't even
nickname.
know who
That's a
Amelia-
Ricky Bones original.
No, that isn't. I'm not taking credit for that. That's been around for a while.
Oh, Emelianenko. I like that.
Yeah, because they both have the dad bod thing going.
My nickname wouldn't have rhymed, so that's way better.
Oh yeah. Ha 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 ha. Boss Hog over here.
But yeah, I'm thinking DC's cutting way too much weight to make 205.
Yeah, man. 205 is a tough cut for him. Like you remember seeing him
I'm
on
sorry.
the weigh-ins when he fought Jones. He
Yeah,
didn't look right, and I think people take for granted from a scientific standpoint the amount of power that you sacrifice when you cut a substantial amount of weight.
Well, it's like the point of diminishing returns. It's like, you can cut 10 pounds maybe, and that's fine. But like some of these guys are cutting 20, 30 pounds. I want to see fucking DC and Jones at heavyweight. I mean, I can't be the only one that is just like chomping at the bit to see that fight.
I was in the MMA subreddit for the discussion thread for UFC 226, and someone put it best. Let me see if I could read this so I don't butcher it. But this guy put it best when he basically said, let's see, is it? Oh yeah. Daniel Cormier is living the life that Jon Jones should have been living, which is true because Jon Jones, remember, he called out Brock Lesnar after he beat Daniel Cormier the second time. And, you were talking about, is Daniel Cormier, could he potentially be the best of all time? I mean, he did something that is rarefied air, which is win championships in two weight divisions, two of the biggest, baddest weight divisions in
exactly.
light heavyweight
He's
and
beating
heavyweight.
up the biggest people on the planet. Like Demetrius won't even fight TJ in his own weight class, and DC is going up in weight to fight. Now he's gonna fight Brock fucking Lesnar. He looks like me standing next to Brock Lesnar, just a way tanner version of me. It's fucking great. I'm like, what did you think about that? Did you hate it? Everyone's like a bunch of people came out and were like, oh, it's fucking. I was actually
Nah, because they're gonna fight. It's gonna be real. They're gonna step into the cage and they're gonna really throw punches and kicks and try to wrestle each other. And I like the fact that DC mentioned the all-American wrestling prowess of Brock Lesnar, because that's going to be a big part of this upcoming fight. I mean, Tinkle, are you excited for a potential Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Cormier showdown? Because there's two different camps, and it's interesting because these are friends of mine that I talked to about this heavyweight matchup that are hardcore fans, so they're knowledgeable, but one half are like, DC's going to completely destroy Brock. Here we go. That's from after the fight. And then there's another half that think that Brock actually has a decent chance. Tinkle, what side are you on?
I don't give a fuck, dude. It's weird. I don't like. I mean, he's just gonna come in and either he's gonna get knocked out or he's gonna win and hold him down because he's on steroids again. It's like I'm kind of over it, dude. Like, I mean, there's a lot of other cool fights that I want to see in heavyweight with DC, but I understand that's like the money fight, and you'd be a moron not to. I mean, they'd be stupid to not make that fight. So I get it, but I just don't care about Brock anymore.
I mean, he's on his way out. He's got to make his money while he can. He got fucked out of what, like 2 other Jones fights, you know what I mean? Like, and during a time when people really wanted to see it, dude. Anyone coming out and saying this, it's so stupid. You saw what Curtis Blades said?
What did he say?
Curtis Blades said, "I'll just continue to grow as a martial artist, become more dangerous, and refuse to resort to that WWE BS fake arguing just to draw in lame-ass casual fans." Oh, you don't want to draw in people that are going to pay for your fights?
Yeah, you don't want to make money?
I don't understand.
You don't like that
people.
paper, Blades?
Oh,
come on, Blades.
Conor McGregor, all he does is talk shit, and that's how he gets paid. Like, yeah, correct.
You know what?
You're all correct, but
for some people, it's not natural, though. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I think for some people, it's not. Yeah. So for that dude, I mean, it's also sour grapes too. For some reason, he thought he was #1 contender. Who the fuck told him that?
I mean,
his mom.
I think Curtis Blades for sure is like a future champion, but
I don't know about
whatever.
that.
Brock fucking Lesnar. What do you want to do? It's fucking.
But he's not up for a title shot yet. There's fucking no way.
Oh, I don't like that shot at all.
I want to remind you guys something. What did Francis Ngannou do to get a title shot? He beat Alistair Overeem. What did Curtis Blades do? Go out and beat the fuck out of Alistair Overeem. Yeah. If you ask me, there's no question of who the #1 contender at heavyweight is, and then Brock Lesnar shows up and ruins this guy's payday. I mean, can I just pull up something for you guys real quick?
Curtis Blades has time, though. He's fucking like 26 years old or some shit.
Brock Lesnar has a total of 9 mixed martial arts fights in his life. He has not won one since July 2010. So I mean, that's a guy who's going to be challenging a 2-weight division champion. It doesn't really make sense to me from a combative perspective. But yeah, for the money, fuck it. Give DC his payday.
This is exactly what it feels like. It feels like Dana is like, all right, DC, here's your $5 million, and you sail off into the sunset. It's the right thing to do.
Yep.
And he might beat him. He can easily beat him. He just fucking beat up Stipe. Yeah, like, come on. This is crazy.
I think Tinkle?
Love this sport.
Go ahead, Tinkle.
I think he's gonna knock him out, dude. His hands and all that stuff have gotten so much better. And you know what? He's just probably happier chubby, dude.
For sure. Eating that Popeye's chicken.
Whoa.
He was so fat when he walked in there. I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. It was so cute.
Yeah, he does not look
good. I don't like that dude too much, but it was fucking hilarious.
He does look like a Care Bear, right? Doesn't he resemble a Care Bear? He needs like a little cloud on his stomach.
Yeah.
But look, what I find so fascinating when all's said and done, because apparently, according to Daniel Cormier, he only wants to fight until the age of 40. He's 39 now, so this could be that big money fight. And then really, other than a fight with Jones, what else does he have to prove? And after Jones, I guess the best word to use is, marred his career with those failed drug tests after the first fight for Blow that he blamed, I think that was the dick pills one, and then he tested positive for steroids. Oh, look at DC dancing with a chicken bone. See, that wasn't a racist comment. Motherfucker loves his Popeye's chicken.
They all do.
They made a nice music video. But what's crazy about DC when it's all said and done, I can't think of another fighter who has had more of a roller coaster career as far as just supreme highs and supreme lows of ups and downs than Daniel Cormier. I mean, to go from, and he even mentioned it in his post-fight speech, and Harrington, when you get a chance, will pull it up and play it in its entirety. Also, when Brock Lesnar stormed the cage. But, he mentioned in his post-fight speech, he said that a year ago I was in here crying.
Yeah.
Now I'm, a 2-division champion, the baddest man on the planet, if you go by that, adage when it comes to at least pertaining to the heavyweight division. I mean, you do have a really good point. He could be looked at as the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, has never gotten popped for stuff. And I attribute to his competitive spirit and just straight work ethic, because we've seen it so many times. I mean, look after Anthony Pettis, I think we talked about it last show, when he was champion and then he let the money and the fame and being on a fucking Wheaties box get to his head. He lost and he's never been the same. How many fighters have we seen fight either for a belt or fight for a #1 contender's position, get a devastating loss, and then they just go down into a downward spiral?
Dude, look at Ngannou is the perfect example of that happening.
Yeah.
It's funny because you're in halfway through that first round, I'm like, oh shit, he might just be completely fucked from that Stipe fight because he just wasn't throwing anything. It was so fucking weird.
That was a bizarre fight, and he's on Dana White's shit list. What did you think about that fight, Tinkle? Did you get to catch any of the undercard fights? Because you said you didn't make the main event.
So the ones I missed I missed the Ngannou fight, and then I missed the main event. But I saw the main event right afterwards because I was in the hallway selling merch, and I watched it while I was ignoring people while they were buying shit.
Nice.
Watching the fight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, but actually, Michael was the one who told me. He's like, worst fucking fight ever. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, yeah. Wow. So I heard it was really bad. I didn't
second worst. They couldn't even fucking get that title.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, man. What made it so bad for me, and I think that I share a lot of the sentiments of other MMA fans, is that on paper it looked so fucking good.
Yeah.
You were like, this fight is going to be fireworks. The Black Beast is a knockout artist. We've seen what Ngannou can do with his hands. Two just big, black, scary motherfuckers stepping in a cage. You thought that there would be fireworks, but it was just the complete opposite. And I think Derek Lewis gets a mulligan on this one because apparently his back is all jacked up. But that's what Dana White said in the post-fight presser.
Yeah.
But Ngannou, man, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Dana says that it's his ego. He says his ego's gotten too big, and Dana says that it's not just him saying it, other UFC staff. And it was another heavyweight that happened with Todd Duffy. Remember when Todd Duffy was the man and everyone was like, oh, this guy's going to be the champion. He was a young, built knockout artist, and then
whatever happened to that guy?
His ego got to him.
He just fell off the face of the earth.
Dude, there was no one any more excited than me because I met him at a comedy show, and I was like, that's going to be my new best friend, the fucking future heavyweight champion. And so he came on the old school Hammerfisting a lot, and then we're like, he can't win. He's not.
That solves that riddle.
He's not winning.
Yeah, man. But
so so sorry guys. That was the wagon that I I followed for a little bit. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It is what it is. You never know in this sport.
Yeah. I should thank Derek Lewis for making me a cool 50 buckaroos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, my back is shot on the stool after the first round." I'm like, "Oh shit, there goes
Like,
my money."
Oh.
I'm going into the thing. I'm thinking like, all right, cool. Maybe he'll take Francis down. Beat him up there. And then at the post-fight press conference, he's like, "I don't know how to do a takedown. I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you out of your fucking mind? What do you mean you don't know how to do a takedown?" It was so fucking weird.
No, that was disappointing. But the main event made up for it. If that main event didn't happen that way, and that's what's so interesting about this sport, that only one round in a fight that a lot of people thought was probably going to go the distance, and just the fact that it was so unexpected and so violent. As mixed martial arts fans, we enjoy that. We love that. I loved watching DC at heavyweight again, because when he was in Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix, he was ragdolling dudes like Barnett. Even at light heavyweight, ragdolling guys like Gustafsson and Henderson. But at heavyweight, man, he is such a formidable force. And now Jones, Harrington, did Jones comment on social media or anything? I didn't see anything from Jones.
Yes, he did.
What did he say? Because
I think it's probably his last thing on Instagram or
something
on
about God and
Twitter.
his will and
No. It was all about him.
it was
like everything happens for a reason. Blah blah blah. You're like, dude, can you give the guy a fucking? Yeah, no, it was all about him.
Give him some credit, God damn it!
It really makes you wonder how is DC only not the heavyweight champ forever because of Cain Velasquez, and how long would he have been a defending champion? It's
crazy.
I hate the question. Here's the other problem? Like, you'll never answer those questions because it's like DC's also out of his prime now. It's like it all stinks in a way.
Here it is.
Let's see.
Jon Bones Jones on Twitter said the update is that I'm alive and well, been enjoying my family this summer, and also doing a lot of personal growth work. No clue when I'll be back in the octagon exactly, but I do believe wholeheartedly that my best days in the UFC are still ahead. Yeah, man, look, Jones is going to have to go to heavyweight because, he's been light heavyweight champion, and now DC, the man who he beat twice with an obvious asterisk next to it, now DC, like I read from that comment on Reddit, is living the life that Jon Jones should be living. Jon Jones was the guy that everyone's like, eventually he's going to move to heavyweight. He's going to be a 2-division champion. He's going to be the greatest of all time. And now DC has bragging rights over Jones, even though he lost to the man twice.
Is that like, does he have bragging rights though?
Comeuppance.
Because he lost to him twice. You know what I mean? There's so many unanswered questions with the whole.
Yeah,
DC
but
Jones
I mean, if you look at now, he's a winner. Jon Jones isn't.
That's true. He's
he still got head kick KO'd.
But Jones
and then wept in the cage.
But Jones got popped.
Yeah, but it's like even Nowitzki was saying that he had trace amounts. It wouldn't have helped him in the fight. That it was very likely that it was just a tainted supplement.
Nowitzki's a shill.
Ooh, Shillgate.
Tim's fighting words.
2018. Yeah, man. I don't know. That whole story that I heard about Jon Jones hiding under the cage at Jackson Wink.
Yeah, dude.
When the drug testers came.
It's fucking. You can definitely sue people for saying that, right? He ain't suing Chael Sonnen for telling that story. And he's not suing fucking Colby Covington either for saying that he's been cheating since college. So, I don't know, dude. Colby Covington's got some money now, so it'd be worth it to sue him.
That's what CM Punk got sued for. So, yes, it is true. You can be sued for things you say on a podcast.
What did
CM Punk went on Colt Cabana's podcast and talked about the WWE doctor and how the WWE doctor saw him with staph infection, diagnosed it as something else, and because of that malpractice, it cut years and years off his WWE schedule.
Yeah.
That doctor then took him to court for defamation, saying, I would never, do that, and the case was thrown out.
Yeah, but CM Punk didn't have to pay anything other than lawyers' fees, which sucks.
It's still a nightmare of 2 years.
It is a nightmare. Trust me, I know.
That's even like trickier than just coming out and saying that someone's been doing steroids for, the last 10, 12 years.
Well, I think that Jon Jones has so many goddamn skeletons in his closet that if he goes after anyone, he's afraid that they're gonna.
That's the real reason.
Go digging deep.
That's the real reason his nickname is Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny legs.
Yeah, well, that's actually that's what happened to that doctor. Is that doctor he sued, but then they found out through putting him up on the stand that he was just handing out fucking drugs willy nilly. Where like if anyone got injured, instead of signing shit out, they just be like, "Here, take this."
He's like the Conrad Bain. Is that the name of the guy who killed Michael Jackson, right? Or Conrad Murray, maybe? I think Conrad Bain is the guy that played Mr. Drummond on Different Strokes. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, the guy who was feeding
propofol.
Was it propofol?
Yeah.
What's the other shit that if you get in a vial, it's like I remember someone showed me this picture where it's like a vial of like these small little balls and then a full vial of heroin, and it just shows you that like this small vial of starts with a D.
Is it fentanyl?
No, it's
fentanyl. Yeah, starts with a D.
Yes.
Starts with
Fentanyl patches. Yeah.
Fentanyl really can fuck you.
That's what most of the heroin is cut with now. That's why you're seeing a record number of overdoses this summer.
Yeah, the shit's like 100 times stronger, but it doesn't last as long apparently.
Dude, did you ever see that documentary Cape Cod Heroin? Because it's fucking awesome.
Oh God, just smoke a joint like a human and go to bed.
Did you ever see that documentary though?
No, what is it?
Cape Cod Heroin.
See how I like answered that? Like, no, what was it? I just assume I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it.
It was really fucked up, man. It had all these different heroin addicts in Cape Cod that apparently there's like an epidemic. And Long Island is an epidemic too, but they were showing how all the heroin addicts, whenever they find out someone overdosed, they like try to find out where that person got that particular what's the best word for it? Dope or stash.
Yeah.
Because they want to fucking get like the ultimate high. So instead of using that as a cautionary tale, they're like, fuck it.
Really?
Let's tie one off.
They're like bug chasers.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Why would you? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't even have anything to say about it. I just don't understand.
No, I mean that's the move for junkies. It's like, oh, you hear about Darnell, like he went out or whatever. It's like, oh, where'd he cop from? He used to do 3 bags, I'll do 2. It's that good shit.
What a perfect name to drop as a heroin user.
Darnell.
Darnell.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
How many fucking Darnell?
Pull that out of your hat.
Well, I mean, the sad thing is actually, it's I've lost 2 classmates from my high school this week to heroin.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I didn't want to use their names,
Oh,
so
okay.
I used the exact opposite of a white boy from Larchmont name.
But that's what's the ironic part about what you just said, using the name Darnell, because a lot of heroin addicts, it's more of a white thing than an actual black thing, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
Getting that blue magic.
Yeah, no one's really dying from crack anymore, huh? Or they're just not talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. People, there's probably some crack smoking
it's all about
going on.
white people dying, right? That was that song. Was that Eminem song? Fucking America. Yeah.
White America.
White America. There you go.
It's a good jam.
What's up in America?
It's like
jam.
It's about a half dozen guys actually I went to high school with. I was just looking it up the other day. It's crazy. There's a GoFundMe. It's on my Twitter if you guys want to go check that out, to plant a tree to steer kids away from heroin.
That's different. Yeah, I thought the GoFundMe was for like them.
Nah,
I don't care when people die.
Harrington just sets up a GoFundMe and just profits off of his friend's death.
That's a great idea.
I'm really sad and I want to go out and spend money so I could be happy. So just throw cash at me.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll get a heroin addiction just for the show. Okay. And then we'll do a GoFundMe
to buy you heroin.
Dude, Maddie,
I guess really
you look great in like 2 months.
Right?
You look great.
I'll never look back.
You look so great, dude.
I don't think heroin's a real weight loss drug, is it? Unless I get AIDS. If I get AIDS, I'll fucking lose weight for sure.
No,
because I think all you want to do is just do heroin, right? You don't want to eat. You don't want to do shit.
How about this?
You know what? Artie Lang is fucking svelte as a motherfucker.
Do heroin
That's cocaine.
and share needles, and then you can get AIDS and be a junkie, and then you'll really lose some weight.
This is your
dude. How bad do you want to make bantamweight?
Oh, Kate Moss,
Alex.
I don't know. I've always liked big tits and fat asses, but I'm starting to fall more for the heroin chic like chicks.
No, fuck those ladies. Oh, could you imagine? I don't know. Oh, dude, my
look at that.
My friend's.
I'd do it.
Is that Jennifer Aniston like photoshopped to look like she was sucking dick and smoking crack?
Looks like it.
Oh man.
my friend's neighbor just died of heroin.
What the fuck?
Parents found him dead in his fucking his little desk chair.
His little desk chair? What was he, like 10? What the fuck is that about?
It's a real sad story.
Clutching his teddy bear?
He was going into the 3rd grade. Yeah,
well, people that I've known that have died from heroin, it's weird because they go to rehab, they get clean, and then they get back out and they're like, you know what, I'm just a taste, and then they end up doing the same dose that they did when they went in, and their body's like, nah, I'm checking out, fuck you.
Just some social heroin use.
Yeah.
I'm a social smacker.
Yeah, they got to make prescription medication legal, like Vicodin and what's another one? Percocet.
Go to Mexico, baby. Get that shit over the counter.
Can you get that over the counter in Mexico?
Yeah, you just go walk
really?
A pharmacy. You buy like whatever you want, apparently.
Let's go to fucking Mexico, baby.
Right? You can get fucking Vicodin.
We'll have
get dick pills.
We'll have the
more Vicodin.
Gas Digital Buyers Club. We'll set up shop at a motel and just
then you smuggle it over the border and you sell it to your friends.
Like Johnny Cash.
A GoFundMe. All right, we're gonna set up a GoFundMe. Fly Matty down to Mexico, and then also pay for what do they call them? Coyotes to get me back across the border with all the drugs up my butt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see you mouthing off to a member, like a son of someone from the cartel, and like El Chapo's nephew,
hell no.
and just getting fucking gunned down.
Don't get it twisted. Matty Jesterskulls knows when to keep his mouth shut.
Nah, I don't know about that. That's the
fair enough.
understatement of the year.
I might not.
Yeah. But going back to the fights, what a just complete cock tease was that Ortega Holloway fight.
That sucked.
That was just like sometimes things are just too good to be true.
Dude, my brother was like, "Oh, they pulled Holloway from the Holloway from the card." And he goes, "Did you see the Bisping thing where Bisping called him out on UFC Tonight or whatever?" He's like, "Oh, you look, you just wake up, you look tired." And my brother's like, "Yeah, his one eye was going this way, the other eye was going," and then I'm watching the thing. And I'm like, no, Max Holloway just has a lazy eye. There's literally a picture of him right next to the TV they're watching him on, and he's got the fucking lizard eyes going every which way.
He's got the Pennywise eyes.
It's like that's not like maybe like he was slurring his speech.
Yeah, he sounded punch drunk. You want to pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up. Let's see that little.
Maybe
yeah, man, he sounded way off.
Look at him. He does really.
No, he wasn't high.
He looks like a cartoon criminal. That's the best description.
See the picture of his eyes?
About that song, and my reply to them is...
He does sound like drunk or some shit.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Did he name drop you on his latest album or what? I'm trying to figure this out, Maxie.
Emoji.
Yeah.
You give me with this emoji. All right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
That's when I give that answer. Anyway, listen.
This show is so much better than all
is this the biggest
professional
challenge to your
MMA shows.
title or what?
Bisping and Florian.
The next fight is always the biggest fight.
It's Fox shit. It's not even Bisping and Florian. Because Bisping's like a funny dude.
Great team. He's a great guy, great team behind him, and that's why he's here in front of me. So
he sounds like he did a little bit of smack.
I can't wait to go out there and show.
Maybe he smoked a fat joint.
Right? Nodding off.
That's what is all about.
The sheriff of Notting Off Ham.
Max, but it seems like Ortega's getting a lot of shine. Obviously, a lot of people excited about the undefeated fighter who's been.
All right, yeah, that's enough.
Finished everybody in the UFC.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, he looks like
leading up to this fight.
He like looks different, right? He looks different.
Yeah, he does.
No, this is it right here. Actually, this is.
What's going on? You just got out of bed. And, don't be offended when I say this, but you look like you just got out of bed. Are you tired? What's going on? How's the weight? Are you drained? I mean, you look a little sleepy.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah. He's high, man.
He's also slack-jawed as fuck.
Right. Pause it.
Good to know.
He is talking out of one side of his mouth.
That's a great place where you pause it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know. Maybe he's just run down from all the press he's been doing for this fight.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. He's high.
Well, I mean, except for
high. He's having fun.
Well, no. Well, they said after he went and had a nap, he woke up and like he couldn't get up, and then he was having trouble speaking English.
He did have trouble making 55, right? For the what were they going to do with him? Oh, the Khabib fight. They pulled him from that too for not being able to make weight. Maybe he's just draining too much weight.
Well, I mean, he had 6 days notice on that one. He got the call on Easter Sunday, Matty.
Yeah, but how fucking heavy are you walking around? When do you stop growing as a human? I'm asking for myself. I'm really.
You're holding out hope.
Holding out hope.
Early 20s?
Well,
yeah.
You're still growing in different spots.
I'm just going outward at this point. It really sucks. And not in the right places. Yeah. I don't know why I explained the joke. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're a coast away, Tink.
Maddie's just hoping that he'll be able to reach the octopus's tentacle at Six Flags so he can get on the
See, now there's one I've never heard before. You know how much I wish I was not tall enough to ride those rides? Now I just gotta look like a faggot for no reason.
I had a friend in high school who had what's the difference between a midget and a dwarf? Isn't a dwarf proportioned? I know midget's not PC anymore, but fuck all the PC police, social justice warrior bullshit.
They're all dwarves.
Are they all dwarves?
I'm almost positive. I've definitely heard that before.
What, Tinkle, do you know the difference?
No. Yeah, I do, because I love midgets.
I know you do.
So midgets are proportional. They're just like little people. They're just like regular people, but they're just smaller versions, and everything is proportionate. And dwarf is when they have the big fucking
fat
water
asses.
noggins.
Yeah, and the little
and
baby carrot fingers.
This is for sure bro science, because all of that evidence led me to hear about midgets.
Look it up, Harrington.
Giant heads. Look at fucking. All right, hold on. Oh, I guess I already led the witness. What's
yeah? So
never
like
led the wetness.
What would you?
Midgets are like regular people, and like dwarves are aliens.
What would you classify Peter Dinklage as?
I always thought he was a midget.
All right. Yeah. Well, okay. Tank?
I think he's a dwarf.
Really? Okay.
Well, look at this midget versus dwarf. The super fight.
Yeah, but what's this softschools.com? What is that?
That's where they're allowed to go to school.
Oh, separation. Good. Separate but equal.
Mm-hmm. That's a school for your dick, Maddie. Can you read the midget versus dwarf thing?
That's where they teach dicks how to get hard.
All right, I have it here. The words midget and dwarf both refer to people who are shorter than what is typical. The main difference between
I'm a midget
and a dwarf is that a midget has a normal body proportion. Since the term midget is considered offensive, the term little person can be used to refer to a midget or a dwarf.
Okay.
Oh, so Maddie the midget.
I don't like where this is going.
We got to dress you up. Next Halloween, we're going to dress you up like the coroner from The Wizard of Oz.
See, I always had the same definition where a midget is like just a smaller person, and a dwarf I thought of as Mini-Me. I forget Vern Troyer. Like where things are just...
He's supremely
He's
dwarfy.
Just broken. You know what I mean? Like he can't do shit. Else. Fucking Wee Man was able to skateboard, and I can't even skateboard.
Yeah, Wee Man was a good skateboarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can kick himself on the forehead.
And he got a lot of tail.
Cool trick.
Apparently.
And he had that bubble butt. That's what it was all
and
about.
I think I think that the other difference also is that because dwarves' heads weigh 4 times more than the rest of their body, and there's a lot of other physical problems. They have a lot more like health issues. So you don't see a lot of older dwarves because they're magic and they're only put on Earth for a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute.
You ever see the Vern Troyer sex video, by the way?
No way. The guy has sex tape?
Yes, you never heard about that? Pull it up right now.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That is, I never knew that.
Yeah, I got hard.
He's fucking hung like a candy corn.
Dude, this is...
Did he bang another small chick or a regular size chick?
No, regular size
No,
chick.
full size.
Wow. Can we also bring back the discussion of hot midgets? Because they do exist out there.
Yes.
When they
it's
were
been a while, Ricky.
It has been a while. We need to revisit this.
Whoa.
I just completely missed everything. Oh, he pulled it up. Wait, got audio? This is how I fuck.
Oh, man.
He looks like he fell asleep. Oh, no, he's awake. And he's asleep.
I'm going to come magic.
Oh, my God. She looks like she's getting humped by a shaved French bulldog.
Dude, this is no different than when we watch dogs fuck chicks. You ever see that?
In this very same octagon last year.
Oh my God, Kang!
That worked in a really weird way.
That little man is going to town.
That chick is actually somewhat hot too. Good for Mini-Me getting a piece of tail before.
What's he do? He's just holding on to her like it's his mommy.
My God, Mini-Me's been broken half.
Oh man. Thank you for shedding light on
just
that.
Came. My God.
That chick was just kind of taking it. There was no like.
She's just laying. She looks like she's like meditating. She's got like her fucking. First of all, go back a little bit. I don't think this.
She was not taking it.
I want to see if I saw what I think I saw.
What were you saying, Tinkle?
I was gonna say I don't think she was taking it. I think she was like daydreaming about picking up laundry the next day.
Dude, she's just hoping that he comes Austin Powers money into that box.
Oh, now he's starting to put a little back into it.
I don't think.
Oh my God!
Have you ever been fucking and seen palms up?
No.
That's never happened in the history of mankind.
It looked like she just OD'd on heroin.
She's bored. She's literally bored.
Look at those mini pumps too.
I think she's sleeping.
Dude, they are mini pumps.
They are total mini pumps.
If she didn't move
They
every
are
20
a third
seconds, you
of
think
the
she was
pump
dead. Oh, he just got fucking nose in belly button.
This is a wasted opportunity. He should be like climbing her.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any other ones? We got some anal. We got some. She ride them. I want to see her ride him.
He pulls up a little fucking step stool.
Step ladder.
Fucks her from behind. That must suck. You can only do missionary.
Riding him.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if he has it, like you said.
No, here we go, dude. She just show him who's boss.
You know what's even worse? He can't even you can't even access tits with your face.
He's like a baby.
That's true.
It is weird.
Is he crying? Because dude, he just came. And I think he's crying.
He does lay there for pathetically for a while.
Do we get to see his piece?
No.
Yeah. Well,
can I go down?
Oh, is that it?
Oh, nice. Hey now.
Jesus.
It's not bad for a midget dick.
Not bad at all.
It's but it's like 4 inches.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, but for a midget.
That's why I'm glad I'm short.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's 2'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, that
dude, his
like...
fucking dick is like 1/20 his size. He's doing all right.
So, anything else on the card that stood out?
Mike Perry versus Paul Felder.
Dude, I liked Paul Felder's fight.
Slobber knocker.
Dude, that slam was so fun to watch.
That was a slobber knocker.
My goodness, Mike. Dude, Mike Perry. I don't think because Michael's not. I think you know what it is. It's Mike envy. He doesn't like anyone named Michael that's in better shape than him. I'm starting to. I think we're starting to get somewhere with this detective work.
Ooh,
it's not true. Michael Bisping, greatest middleweight of all time.
Ah, there you go.
I really wish that lasted longer than it did.
he
I just want
your theory guy.
But dude, I think Mike Perry is legit. Like, and he's fun to watch. Can you pull? I'm not gonna be able to find it. I don't know what the video was.
Who?
Shit, Mike Perry. He's going nuts in an interview. I think it was right before the fight. He's like, people are gonna bleed. I don't want to ruin it because he's like, somebody might die.
Well, he definitely followed up on that promise because he had that one shot. I think it was a left hand where he just caught Felder and it was just instant gash. I mean, he was just cut open and busted open like a fucking faucet.
Yeah, if you Google Mike Perry, someone might die. I think it comes up.
That's
the
fun.
First video. It's funny because he's such a whack job. He's like an ex-con, right? Some shit.
He's a character.
He literally got out of jail and went to his buddy's UFC gym and began his MMA training the next day.
He's like, I gotta let off some steam.
Like, I ain't never getting fucked in the butt again. That was not fun.
What was he in jail for?
I don't know, Harrington. Do you know what he was in jail for?
He's from garbage parts of Florida, so I'm guessing heroin.
I'm guessing he fucked several dogs to death.
Florida man.
Yeah, he was Florida man. No, dude. I mean, my beef with I didn't hear it.
It's just quiet in the background. That's a curveball.
Currently on probation for burglary.
I was gonna say burglary.
Yeah, he had a fucked up childhood, rocky path, the whole nine. Yeah. Basic story. No, I just don't like him because I don't think he has enough tools in the arsenal. But when he's fighting somebody like Felder, who's willing to just get in there and say who's the tougher guy, that's always going to be a fun fight. But against the upper echelon of the division, I don't think he's ever going to make waves.
Right.
But he's a fun mid-card fighter.
I agree. He's like a Chris Lieben. He's a guy that fights with too much aggression, but when you put him against another guy who's going to stand toe-to-toe, it's a matchmaker's dream. If you're Sean Shelby and you're like, who am I going to put on this card so that we have fireworks? Guaranteed fireworks. I know, Paul Felder and Platinum Mike Perry. So,
and he's fun to do. His interviews are like, you just don't know where they're going to go.
Well, guys like Mike Perry really give you the vantage point of that when it comes to fighting, there are guys that, you know, the whole idea of fight IQ, there's guys who are just, you know, forget the athleticism. They just are smart. I mean, like, I'm a big ice hockey player. A guy like a Mark Messier. Mark Messier wasn't a guy that was like a Pavel Bore or Sergei Fedorov who was just super fast.
People you're naming?
They're hockey players. But just stick with me. These guys were fast. They were really good stick handlers. They were just guys that would make
I'm listening now.
Yeah. Not as good as Mini-Me apparently, but they were just
that was a twig.
Yeah. Watching them, they would have finesse. It would be like a thing of beauty. But Mark Messier, he just knew the game so well. He knew where to be. He knew how the game would flow. So he always found his opportunities. He always found the open man. That's like a guy like a Max Holloway. A guy like a Max Holloway is a guy that if he's stepping in against a guy like a Platinum Mike Perry, obviously they're not in the same division, but if they were, it would be just Holloway picking him apart because Holloway is a student of the game.
Yeah.
Mike Perry just wants to go in there and knock someone's head off. So if he goes against someone who's a tactician, it's easy to take guys out of their element when you're playing a game of chess as a fighter rather than standing in a phone booth.
He really is that entertainment type fighter. You're like, oh, let's just find another brawler, throw him in there with him, because he's not going to beat like a. I mean, I can't see him beating like a Wonder Boy or Woodley or any of those top guys. Who else is up there? The fucking top 5. I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch of people.
Top 5 welterweight?
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking recently guys who won. I mean,
Still
now
pretty
it's
deep, right?
Darren Till, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington, RDA.
Dude, Till would wreck Perry's shit. Did they fight? They didn't fight.
No, that was Perry really jumped onto the scene when he showed up at Till's fight in, I think it was Rotterdam, and then came up talking shit at the cage saying, after I beat Ponzinibbio, I'm going to come kick your ass. And then Ponzinibbio destroyed him.
Yes, I remember that now.
And then Perry,
fight.
wasn't Perry the one that talked shit? Actually, he didn't really even talk shit about Kies's mom. He just said...
No, that was Kevin Lee.
That was Kevin Lee.
Yeah, that was Don't Talk About My Mama.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Lee.
I confused those guys for some reason.
Yeah, that was at last summer's press conference.
Yeah, I remember that.
Those are very different
Don't you
people.
talk about my mama.
Kiesa's like
Yeah,
sweet
Kevin
boy.
Lee and Mike Perry.
No, Kevin Lee and Michael Chiesa before they fought last summer.
That's even weirder.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee and Perry, you confuse.
Yeah, I confuse
That's a
Lee and
little
Perry
closer,
for some reason. Yeah, not Chiesa.
That actually is closer than Chiesa and Perry.
He is 5% black. That's why he can say nigger.
I could say maybe
You heard that
Chiesa.
whole thing, right?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's right.
God.
So
Yeah, that's a real thing.
You don't even cover the N with 5%.
He can go full Booker T if he wants.
That was good. Did you find the fucking the video, the Perry thing, the interview? We gotta watch it. I'm telling you, it's fucking. There's a payoff. It's good.
It's good.
Do you guys think that him
from
actually
being
spending
too
time with?
Hang on a sec.
Absolutely nothing. I get very emotional, but he does too. Whether people seen it or not, and my game plan was to make him more emotional by saying such. We here to talk. That's what I like about Paul.
Fuck.
We here to do work, baby. We gonna it up. People gonna bleed. Motherfuckers gonna get cut open, and somebody might die. First round knockout, second round knockout, it don't matter. Anywhere between 13 seconds and 13 minutes, that motherfucker going to sleep.
He's crazy, dude.
He's got the cadence of a black comic.
By the way, what
what the fuck?
what terrible on the fly thinking? It's like after someone might die, cut that clip. That's it. That's the closer. That's the best line ever.
Yeah, I mean,
Somebody might die.
There's no more finality than death.
He's fucking.
What's up, Tinkle?
That's what people who don't know what MMA is think MMA is. Right there, that guy.
Oh yeah.
Do you think so? Do you think so for real though?
Yes, 100%. One of us is gonna bleed. We may fucking die. I'm getting paid 10 grand. Dummy, shut up, dude. Don't give that guy a microphone anymore. He's a fucking dummy.
Yeah, that was.
Why do you give a microphone to the least educated person? Dude, they don't give a mic to anyone in the fucking Special Olympics. Special Olympics, no one gets a microphone.
He's the fucking black lady at every news fucking thing. I can't think. God damn it! I hate that.
You mean like black? Like let's say black lady that gets interviewed outside of her house when there's like a fire.
Yeah, he's ain't nobody got time for that. He's Mike. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, we ain't got no police. We ain't got no firefighters.
I got bronchitis.
I got the bronchitis.
I might die.
So here's Mike Perry on why he can say the N-word.
Yes.
Oh no.
Love this.
Oh, what a tease.
Oh shit. He probably deleted it when anyone in his life talked to him.
There's got to be a video. You can't delete shit off the internet anymore, can you?
Wait, what did that say? Mike Perry drops N-bomb to Tyron Woodley?
Oh.
See, this is where it gets hairy.
Battle of the street cred.
Four-door. The four-door coupe. That mother's dope. All right, guys, let's do a roll call real quick. Where you guys coming in from?
Look at that Leonidas beard.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want to know everyone is fucking typing.
This is Mike Perry joining Tyron Woodley's live stream.
Nice.
Good, dog. Hey.
That was the feeler.
High as fuck.
Record my screen because I know this is going to be classic. Hold on a second.
What's good, my nigga? How you doing, brother?
See,
What's good, man?
it's always fun.
Just two homies kicking it.
Because some people might not understand why you get the green light to drop the N-bomb. Let's enlighten the people right quick.
Right, quick.
You know what I'm saying? I think, first of all, it just comes with
my nigginess.
You ain't gonna do shit
Nigga,
to me when I
please.
say it because I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from the heart. I heard what you were talking about when I came in, that little girl on stage. Kendrick fucked her up with that one.
Hey, he set her up for failure, right?
He did, but she should.
Man, that shit ain't John Blazing. My shit more John Blaze than that.
She should have been like, fuck that. It's in the song.
Tell you what,
You
Perry,
might be the
he
Kendrick,
posted.
I love you,
I've never seen
Perry
more glazed
has the
set of
best
eyes
of
in
both
my life.
worlds because he can drop the N-bomb, but he has white hair.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to, wear a weave or put some onion
that is
skillet
the trick, right?
Yeah, like what was the shit?
No, but
that
he still
Malcolm-
puts him in braids because he thinks he's black.
Yeah, well, he can rock both.
He's a little confused.
Yeah,
it seems.
He's got an identity.
Dude, he looks like photos of fucking Charlie Manson. That's what he has that gleam in his eye.
That's what that fucking look. Yeah,
I can see that.
He has that gleam in his eye. He's missing a couple chromosomes.
Got a couple of screws loose.
For sure.
Yeah, but has there ever been anything redeeming coming out of one of those Instagram live videos? It's just like there's never anything like interesting. It's just the same rambling bullshit.
Yeah, I can't think of one that I've ever watched. I've been like, oh, cool, this is going on.
So just to wrap up, UFC 226.
Was
it 226 or 227?
Yeah, 226. Right? I mean, dude, there's way more, man. You're not going to touch on Gokhan Saki getting knocked out.
No, that's what I was going to say. I was going to mention Gokhan Saki and Khalil Roundtree, and then I was also going to bring up Uriah Hall trying to kind of put to rest.
That was a fun fight, too, man.
That was a fun fight.
That was like Uriah Hall showed up, man.
He did.
I mean, he didn't do very well, but he was there.
He just crumbles, man. He's not one of those guys that is used to just standing and trading, and I think that when he does do that, as soon as an opponent lands a really big hit on him, if they're standing and banging, that's when he's just like, if it's a game of physical chicken where both guys are just throwing with reckless abandon, the first guy that lands the big shot, he's gonna fall and crumble.
He fought a brick shithouse of a human being too, so it's like you can't even blame him.
Harrington, what'd you think of that fight?
I mean, dude, there definitely was a moment. Brian, me, and Robbie Bernstein were all here watching it, and it was one of those things where
Robbie Bernstein, and I.
All right, doggy, whatever.
I hate when people fucking.
I'm wearing a Chip Army T-shirt and a fucking headband, producing a podcast. Do you think my grammar's great?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That is a good point.
You should have led with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're watching it here, and my thought was when he had Costa up against the fence, and he hit him with like a nice little 1-2 piece, and Costa just every time Hall landed on him, and Hall was landing on him hard, he would just shake his head and be like, nope, nope.
Yeah.
And like Uriah would believe that it didn't hurt him, I guess. Because he would just back up. And, like, every single time, I was like, if you had anything resembling a killer instinct, you would have won this fight 3 times over by now.
I agree. The
athleticism was there, though. And it always makes me excited to watch Uriah Hall fight.
I would just think he needs to go to a camp with a coach that's going to say, Uriah, do this. And just, if Uriah takes instruction from, like, a Jackson Winklejohn type of camp or even, like, a TriStar, I think he'd do a lot better.
Isn't he?
Is he still with the Black Zillions?
I will look that up right now.
Because I know he started off with, was it?
Tiger Schulman.
Tiger Schulman, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Him and Lyman Good.
He's not still there, though, right?
I don't know, dude. I mean, Jimmy's still at Tiger.
Speaking of Tiger Schulman's, our boy Mike Trezano coming back on the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ultimate Fighter lightweight winner.
Yeah.
Looks fucking great, man.
He's the man.
It's exciting.
And speaking of the of an Ultimate Fighter, our boy Luis J. Gomez the other night almost getting into a scrap before his Ryan O'Neal showdown at Ellis Mania.
By the way, what a terrible like first line. It's so out of character for Lewis. It really goes to show you how like caught off guard he was. He's like, "Don't take my microphone, you jerk."
Yeah,
but that is the most tame Luis J. Gomez I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but it didn't take long for Luis J. Gomez to go full Goma.
That fucking Puerto Rican came right out.
The rattlesnake shot out the venom and started biting. Harrington, you were there. Did you guys smack that asshole around?
What happened?
Dump a drink on his head?
No, I mean, people laid hands on him. I'm not going to say who did and who didn't, but, he got it more than he gave it.
Think about the night Tupac got shot, Tinkle. The security footage from the MGM Grand for the Tyson fight when Suge Knight and the Death Row Boys jumped a Crip. That's what it was like, except Legion of Skank style. Yeah, I got to give Lewis credit, man. He was ready to throw down.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'll tell you right now, you ain't finding the tapes from the creek that night.
Ooh, conspiracy theory.
In my head, it sounds like he tore it up, but really he just beat up a bunch of comedy nerds that are playing pinball.
Tinkle, it was one comedy nerd.
Okay. What is this comedy nerd?
No, I just want to let you know it was 10-on-1, not like 10-on-4.
His grammar stinks, but his math is on point.
Wait, so there were 10. Wait, so there were 10 nerds versus Lewis?
No, it was Lewis and the entire room at Legion of Skanks versus one nerd.
It was ballsy on that nerd's part.
No,
it's just
ballsy's the other side of brainless.
It's not ballsy. It's just thinking.
Can you say what his name is, or do you want to say it off air?
Which is kind of crazy.
What?
I feel like we've already said way
too
much.
No. I mean, honestly, I'm being an asshole right now. We're just fucking around. The guy grabbed Lewis's mic during Legion of Skanks.
Play the clip. Tinkle didn't see it.
Oh yeah. Can you pull
it?
No,
I didn't see it.
It should be on the Skanks.
Play the
Facebook
clip
page.
and then we'll wrap because Shannon's got to get in here for the thing is.
I also want to see.
Also, someone grabbed his mic on his show. Yeah.
No,
I can see him losing it.
Danny Tamborelli's of Pete and Pete fame and all that.
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks.
And fucking.
He looks exactly the same, that little bastard.
I don't think I ever saw that.
You never saw the Mighty Ducks?
No, I used to watch all that though. And Pete and Pete.
And he didn't get molested by that guy at Nickelodeon. So
who fucking
dodged the bullet.
Artie, the strongest man in the world.
No, I mean this. I think his name's Dan Schneider, maybe.
Schneider.
Schulman, I believe.
Oh, here we go.
It's Smythe. Oh, jeez.
Supremacy jokes.
Who the fuck are you? It was all blacks.
That's, by the way, that's true for every neighborhood in New York City.
Before we move on from the white supremacy jokes,
Who the fuck are you?
Is it no coincidence that a Proud Boy is sitting here behind us?
Dude,
is that really not surprising?
Dude, don't take my fucking mic. Don't fucking grab the microphone, you jerk.
the worst
hey, buddy, how about you suck my fucking dick? Grab my mic again. I'll put my foot up your ass.
And I really love Jay's half-assed attempt to stop Lewis from going after this guy.
I love though that Jay and Dave are like, oh, we got to wrangle in the rattlesnake.
By the way, the fucking Becky on point with the camera.
Yeah, Becky, man, she's like a war photographer, right in there. She doesn't give a shit if fists are flying. She's getting her shot.
And I think Kim left a stain on the fucking couch she was
Yeah.
sitting on. I've never seen someone smile so wide in my life.
Lewis got some good loving that night.
That was my favorite
Wow.
moment.
Post-fight loving. The
Dude,
best
who the fuck
kind.
was that guy? How come he did that? Was he drunk?
He was just some SJW dude who was there to play pinball and you know, didn't know what he was walking into.
What a fucking
Yeah, so props to Lewis.
Yeah, like if you aren't clued in on Lewis, I can see how you'd be like, this guy needs to get the microphone taken away from him.
All right, let's do our plugs, and then we got to get out of here because Shannon's ready to give me the evil eye. So make sure to go to gasdigitalnetwork.com. Use the promo code FIST. Over 3,000 hours of content. Sign up for a membership, and then you'll get a 14-day free trial, and then obviously throw some scratch to the shows. You can hear stuff from us, obviously, Legion of Skanks, Part of the Problem,
It's really
Tim
hard
Dillon's
without
Going
the
to
fucking
Hell.
pictures in front of you, huh?
Yeah, it's weird. That was my go-to, the pictures in the old studio. And then you get the high-definition feed, all the archives, the chat feature, a lot of good stuff. And follow Gas Digital on Twitter and Instagram, at Gas Digital. This show at Hammerfisting. I'm at Bonehova.
I'm at Jesterskulls, and you can check out The Thing Is on iTunes and everywhere, and YouTube, and also be doing High Society Radio tomorrow.
Ah,
finally.
Crossover.
GasDigitalNetwork.com, promo code FIST.
Harrington?
Nice. I am at the chin _ and just check out Believe You Me. We're doing a special Thursday episode this week.
Ooh.
So we actually got to touch on 226 before they did for once.
Nice.
We're back to being the big boys of MMA on the network.
Sweet. Okay, and Tinkle, what do you got?
Yes. At Kris Tinkle, tonight I'm going to be at the Punchline in San Francisco. Next Friday I will be at Cobb's Comedy Club, and then on Saturday I'll be in Arizona at Off the Cuff Comedy in, I think, Scottsdale.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. We'll be back next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here, GasDigitalNetwork.com. Peace.